world that nature has to offer in one lifetime. What a dream! To travel freely into the home of the wild ones, to live with them, to become so accepted by them that they hardly notice that you're there. That is not only my dream, that's my goal. I'm wildlife photographer Bill Porter, and I'll take you there.
I walked on the mountain and down by the sea. There I saw men, there we shared the world with wild ones, that's the way it's meant to be. We're also meant to save them, that's the power in you and me. I wandered down the valley, crossed to the other shore. There's wildlife all around us, birds and bees and so much more. We're always going to take some, that's the way it's meant to be. We're also meant to save them, that's the power in you and me. Well, I woke up to the sunrise, stood there at sunset too. Still I saw the wild ones, wish you had been there too. For with one touch of nature, the whole world had become kin. This message all around us, that's the way it's always been.
Wildlife Unlimited Foundation, thanking you for doing your part to keep our wildlife unlimited. I'm wildlife photographer Bill Porter, and I'll take you there. Sometimes they're cute. Sometimes they're beautiful. Other times they're simply amazing. But it's always exciting in the wonderful world of the wild ones. Almost hear the silence as it blended with the sounds of the animals and the wind. This morning it was being shattered by the mating call of Cooter, the extremely large 200-pound plus mountain lion that reigns supreme over the canyons in this area. When he was close, his call would make the little hairs on the back of your neck stand up. But you had no need to fear. When Cooter called out, he was looking for a mate, not for food. Echoing from the canyon below came the scream that put more fear in more humans than any other. The scream of a female mountain lion that's in season. Tonka had failed to conceive in late winter and had lost both her babies after her late conception in early May. All female wildcats keep coming in season until they have babies to raise. When in season, as Coca is now, mountain lions send out their message loud and clear. Coca, being 5.5 years old and 160 pounds, is now in her prime. Cooter, calmly but deliberately, followed the cries down as they mixed with the sounds of the waterfall at the head of the canyon. After a very tense meeting, nothing interrupted the pair. They didn't even feel the need for food. 7 days and 7 nights after their first meeting, they awoke to the sounds of splashing in the stream nearby. They had become aware of the world around them, and Coca knew it was time to part. Except for this brief mating ritual, mountain lions are solitary animals, which means that they live alone. Cooter's next thought was of food. He knew these mountains, and he knew where the food would be easy to get. Just a couple canyons to the southeast was sheep country. Domestic sheep, always easy prey for the mountain lions, were made even easier and more fun this time of year. As the lambs were separated from the ewes, they had no defense. They would just run in circles, and Cooter could and would catch as many as he wanted. Not just one to eat, but many extra until he tired of his game. Many mountain lions keep this easy life up until they are killed, but not Cooter. He only wanted a free, easy meal. He was old, and he had learned a long time ago to stay away from humans. So 2 days and 32 sheep later, Cooter left for his more rugged home away from humans. He left all 32 of the dead sheep, except for the parts of the 2 that he had dragged off into the brush to feed on, to the other predators, coyotes, wolves, and bobcats, as well as raptors, which are birds of prey, including both the golden and the bald eagle. All came to the banquet, and all at the rancher's expense. 93 days after mating with Cooter, Coca was high in the mountains looking for a den. Mountain lions don't make a den. Rather, they take over, and sometimes enlarge, a den that has already been used by others. A cave or a hole that already exists makes a good den for a mountain lion. It seemed futile from the beginning. It was too late in the year for mountain lions to be born. Most mountain lion babies were already 6 months old or older. Be that as it may, Coca was going to have her babies. Birth of Igmu-Tonka, a name given to the mountain lion by the South Dakota Indians, meaning buffalo cat. Born third in a litter of four, Tonka's birth was not only to change the life of Coca, but all the other inhabitants of the mountain as well. On a distant rock ledge, Cooter paused in his hunting and surveyed his kingdom. Male mountain lions take no part in the raising of the young. Tonka would always eat his fill, then go to sleep right where he was, safe and warm. However, from the start, the other three were in trouble. The milk they ate did not nourish them properly. Each had problems with their internal organs. Coca cleaned and fed them as best she could. Still, one had died after only an hour, and another was only to live a week. Still another was only to live 2 months. Only Igmu-Tonka was to survive. Coca would leave the den every day to hunt for food, then return to take care of her babies. One week after his birth, Igmu-Tonka opened his eyes. Still, he could only see a little light through his big blue eyes. From the beginning, Coca had her paws full with Igmu-Tonka. He would try to go out exploring. She'd have to bring him back. He'd push the others aside so he could eat first. He would be the leader. He would be king of the mountain. Every try for a kill does not result in a kill. Cooter knew this, and when he was taken by surprise, or spotted first when he was in ambush, he did not waste energy with a long, futile chase. A full-grown cougar can eat a full-grown deer in a week, but as the meat becomes tainted, the cougar will leave it to other scavengers and kill another animal. Coca, as well as all mountain lions, stash their extra food and return to feed on it again. The cooler the outside temperature, the more times a cougar will feed on one kill. Cougars don't eat tainted food. 2 more weeks had passed, Now Tonka's eyes were changing to dark brown. He'd wait at the entrance of the den for the return of his mother. They'd greet each other, and it was Tonka's turn to eat. The world around him was becoming clearer. Now he could see her clear enough to play with her. Life was great for Tonka, except in his opinion, all this cleaning was unnecessary. Some nights, coyotes or other predators would find her stash, and Coca would have to hunt for more food. One morning after nursing Tonka, Coca lay just outside the den and called him out for the first time. He was only 2.5 months old. This was all so new to Tonka. He needed the safety of the den. But soon, he was up to his old tricks, and Coca would have to put him back in the den. He had to learn to obey, and she'd see to that. And the Wildlife Unlimited Foundation, thanking you for doing your part to keep our wildlife unlimited.
On land and underwater, sportsman and photographer Bill Porter with son John and family invite you all to join them at a spot in the country where we hope to see some wildlife still run free. We'll go hunting, climbing, fishing, diving, see things that help to set the spirit free. We might take some of the surplus that the good Lord has provided, always mindful of the sportsman's creed. So the wildlife we all love remains unlimited. Oh, Bill and Rose and little John, who's grown to be a man, will show you through a camera's eye wonders of the land. You might camp with them by mountain streams or run barefoot in the sand. But wherever you go, recall the creed, keep the wildlife unlimited. For a sportsman's more than just a hunter or a fisherman. There's things to seed all the mind of many a mortal man. From the way the wild protect their young to canyons carved in sand. Oh, don't take them all as you recall. We're for wildlife unlimited. Yes, Bill and Rose and little John, who's grown to be a man, will show you through a camera's eye wonders of the land. You might camp with them by mountain streams or run barefoot in the sand. But wherever you go, recall the creed, keep the wildlife unlimited. Wherever you go, recall that creed, keep the wildlife unlimited.